The end of James Comey's reign over the FBI is not the end of the Bureau's investigation into Russia and the Trump campaign. That's the word from the acting Bureau Chief. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is on Capitol Hill with details. Good evening, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Brett. The acting director of the FBI testified today. The Russia probe is on track and confidence remains high in his old boss.
Director Comey enjoyed broad support within the FBI and still does to this day. But I can confidently tell you that the vast majority of FBI employees enjoyed a deep and positive connection to Director Comey.
Testifying alongside the intelligence community leadership at the Senate's annual National Security Threats hearing, the FBI's acting director Andrew McCabe was pressed on morale at the Bureau, but his answer contradicts the message the White House seemed to be putting out over the past couple of days.
I've heard from a large number of individuals that work at the FBI that said that they're very happy with the president's decision.
In a rare admission, McCabe said morale was down, but only after Comey recommended against criminal charges for Hillary Clinton and her team for mishandling classified information.
There were folks within our agency who were frustrated with the outcome of the Hillary Clinton case, and some of those folks were very vocal about those concerns.
On the Russia probe and its targets,
has the dismissal of Mr. Comey in any way impeded, interrupted, stopped, or negatively impacted any of the work, any investigation, or any ongoing projects at the Federal Bureau of Investigations?
Simply put, sir, you cannot stop the men and women of the FBI from doing the right thing, protecting the American people, and upholding the Constitution.
The committee's chair focused on the president's conversation with the former FBI director.
Did you ever hear Director Comey tell the president he was not the subject of an investigation?
Sir, I can't comment on any conversations the director may have had with the president.
The Senate committee's senior Democrat focused on why Comey wasn't at the hearing.
For many people, including myself, it's hard to avoid the conclusion that the president's decision to remove Director Comey was related to this investigation, and that is truly unacceptable.
And the commander-in-chief was singled out.
President Trump's actions this week cost us an opportunity to get at the truth, at least for today.
His critics say McCabe is partisan because his wife took $700,000 for a 2015 state Senate run from Democrats, including a longtime Clinton aide, Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe. McCabe's testimony also debunked widespread media reports that Comey wanted more help for the Russia case just before getting axed.
I strongly believe that the Russia investigation is adequately resourced.
And on calls for a special prosecutor,
the FBI will continue to pursue this investigation vigorously and completely.
Do you need somebody to take this away from you and somebody else to do it?
No, sir.
The committee leadership met privately with the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, telling reporters later the meeting had been on the books for some time, long before Comey was fired. And the three men agreed on a way forward so that the congressional and federal probes would not jeopardize each other, Brett.
And Catherine, the Deputy AG will be back on the Hill next week?
Well, that's right. Late today, Fox News confirming through a spokesperson for the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that they are pulling together a briefing for the entire Senate. The target date is early next week with the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. The Senate Minority Leader Senator Chuck Schumer had been hoping for the Attorney General as well, but he called the briefing next week an important first step, Brett.
I just want to clarify one thing about Rosenstein. There was a report that he threatened to quit if the White House didn't clean up the timeline about how things happened. Today he told a reporter straight up that was not true.
That's right. There was widespread reporting that he had threatened to quit because of the characterization of his role in the firing of Director Comey, but he told a local reporter here in the Washington area flatly that that just didn't happen, Brett.
Okay, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
There was also a report